Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, last time I was talking about definition essay, and I told you to write a definition essay. Some of you, about 5 students, sent me their essays. Today I'm going to read some samples of these essays and just to give you some idea about the definition essay and how to write a definition essay. It's very good. We will start with the first one, which was, I'm not quite sure who's the writer of this essay, I think Fatma. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. So, friendship. Yeah, let's read this definition essay. And if you remember last time, we said that a definition essay means that you select a certain concept, a certain term, and you should define this term from your own point of view, from your own perspective. What do you think? What do you believe about this topic, about this idea, especially abstract ideas, such as friendship, such as love, such as honesty, father, mother, etc. So yeah, yani these words have different meanings for different people. So friendship for me could be different in front of my in my point of view could be different from your own views, could be different from other views, and so on. So yeah, this is yani, the nature of definition essay. This is the importance of writing a definition essay because it varies. Yeah, it varies from one person uh, to another. Now here, if we look at the introduction, this is the introduction here. If you look in the dictionary, it will tell you that the definition of friendship is a state of being friends, friendly relation, or attachment to a person or between persons. I'm not quite sure who's the author of this essay, but I think this is a direct quotation. Am I right? Am I right? Do we have the writer of this essay here? Yeah, Mariam, this is yours? Okay. Now, is this a direct definition, yeah, Mariam, you quoted directly from the dictionary? Have you quoted this definition directly from the dictionary? And which dictionary? Oxford Dictionary? Webster Dictionary? Mariam? I think you quote it from a dictionary or you make a paraphrase. Let me know. But you quote it directly, right? You quote these words as they are from the dictionary. Yeah. So yeah, this is why you have to have quotation marks here. Friendship here. State of being friends, friendly relation, or attachment, person, or between persons, affection arising from mutual esteem, goodwill, friendliness, amity, and goodwill. I think this is yani, a direct quotation. But here um, you should specify yani, where did you get this from? Well, like Oxford Dictionary defines friendship as blah, 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 blah. Webster Dictionary defines friendship as blah, blah, blah. Okay? Yeah, in order yeah, to make sure that, In order, we have to be honest. When we write, if you remember last time, I was talking about acknowledging references. Now, and the use of quotation marks, right? We said that you have to be honest. When you quote others' words or ideas, you have to use quotation marks in order to tell them that, to tell the readers, you know, wallahi, this is not my own words, these are wallahi somebody else words. And by the way, يعني by when you acknowledge the sources, it's a kind of strength in your writing, or for your essay, or for your paper, or for your thesis, or whatsoever. Why? Because as a reader, I will have an idea that, first of all, the author of this essay is honest. Number two, he refers to different sources in order to collect the data or to collect the information about this essay. That all sounds nice, but it doesn't cover the fact that a true friendship is a relationship that can survive the test of time and remain unconditional. Friendship for most people is a combination of affection, loyalty, love. Here you have four. You should select only three, Mariam. Affection, loyalty, love, respect, and trust. يعني 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should just select threes and develop them in 3 paragraphs here. The same as, you know, when we talked about um, thesis statement, we said that your thesis statement here should consist of 3 main ideas, especially the direct thesis statement. Okay, and each idea must be developed in 1 paragraph here. Now, regarding the hook here, it's okay. And you start from general, and then you start specifying your topic. This is good, and it seems good for me because you start with a general introduction or general statement, then you start narrowing down your topic till the thesis statement, which is somehow good. The general traits of friendship include similar interests, mutual respect, and attachment to each other. Uh, the topic sentence here, Mariam, it was taken from the definition here, not from the thesis statement here. Now, I suppose that as the reader of this viewer essay, I suppose that the first topic sentence must be this one here. Okay, and in friendship is a combination of affection, and then you will start talking about what do you mean by affection. As an attachment in order to experience friendship, you need to have true friends. The emotional safety provided by friendship means not having to weight your thoughts and measure words. True friendship is when someone knows you better than yourself and takes position in your best interest in a crisis. Friendship goes beyond just sharing time together and it is long lasting. Friendship can mean different things to different people. For some people, it is simply that it's a trust that can someone will not hurt you. Now, for these sentences, yeah, Mariam, I do prefer to start your introduction by this sentence, by these 2 sentences. It's better to start your introduction here with these 2 sentences. Why? Because these 2 sentences are too broad. Friendship goes beyond just sharing time together and it's long lasting. Friendship can mean different things to different people. For some people, it is simply the trust that someone will not hurt you. Yeah, these can be used here. in the introduction. Why? Because these are general statements here. For other, it might be unconditional love or just normal companionship. Whatever your own definition is, friendship is often considered as a mutual and agreeable relationship between two individuals, and that this is good for a conclusion. This is a very good conclusion, ya Mariam. This is a very good conclusion, really. So the first, you have to rewrite this paragraph, and you should select a topic from these. Here you have to specify 3 topics only. Each topic must be here, developed here. Yeah, this one could be mutual respect. Excellent. And this one here, but mutual respect should be number 1 here. And you should move here. Or you can say here, combination of mutual respect. Okay. And now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now let's go to the second paragraph. Friendship is rarely one-sided, though, as it takes 2 individuals to negotiate the boundaries in a relationship, and a friendship will not survive. Here, you should use full stop in order to avoid run-on sentences and fragments. A friendship will not survive very long if only one person is making the effort to sustain the relationship without any help or recognition from other person. Wallahi, this could be a good topic sentence, by the way, ya Maria. This is a very good topic sentence. Yeah, you should start it here. Or this one, friendship is rarely one-sided, though, and it makes 2 individuals to negotiate. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. This is the topic sentence. This is also a very good supporting detail here. Yeah, because it takes both positive and negative experiences to define a personality. It is essential to build your friendship with people who are compatible with you on both an emotional and psychological basis. Yeah, but we have to go back to change something here. We have to change something here. Let's say survive. Yeah. So in order, I think, and here we have, it's one-sided. It's really it's not one-sided. Yeah. I can say here, it's a combination of mutual respect, rarely one-sided. Yeah. You will see now the third paragraph here. Friendship is necessary for a quality life, but true friendship is the lifeblood of existence. Yeah, so we have to change the thesis statement. Look, the thesis statement, if you remember last time, I said that your thesis statement is your roadmap. So when you select it, you have to make sure that you are going to follow this map during the whole essay. And necessary, so we have to delete these. Now your essay is good now here. Now you have a good topic sentence, thesis statement. as you have three main ideas. Each idea has been developed in one paragraph. Mutual respect, rarely one-sided, and necessary for a quality life. Now it's okay. In order to qualify as true friendship, the relationship must be based on honesty, adventures, and common spirituality, or the makings of sustaining the bond. The bond just are not present. Pick your friends carefully, examine their character flaws and attributes, and enjoy the person fully. Yeah, this is the conclusion. Yeah, good. Examine their character flaws and attributes and enjoy the person fully. Their influence in your life may be invaluable. Yeah, good, dear Fatma. Yeah, good. Let's share another essay by Ayatollah. Happiness. You wrote about happiness, yeah, Ayatollah? Yeah. Yeah, this is yours, okay? Yeah, you wrote a very good essay, Ayatollah. Now let's read Ayatollah's essay. Now, the meaning of happiness. Let's read the introduction here. What is the meaning of happiness? Good. It's a uh, very good opening. This is the hawk. If you remember last time we talked about it, we said that this is the hawk. The hawk. It is the first sentence or two sentences of your essay, of your introduction, and they are very important. Why? Because they attract the attention of your readers. And what is the meaning of happiness? I'm going to talk about this concept, happiness, which is, and it varies from one person to another. Some people think that happiness, wallahi, having a prestigious job, having money, having, luxurious cars, villas, traveling, others having beautiful wives, or, others, they think that, wallahi, happiness could be having any children, happiness could be in research, happiness could be in reading, happiness could be something spiritual. It differs. It varies from one person to another. Yeah. And Merriam Webster. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Look, yeah, Merriam here. Look, Ayatollah. Directly, she cites, or she cited her reference. She acknowledged her reference, and wallahi, I got this from Merriam-Webster. These are not my own words. Now, yani she is trying to tell us that, and look, this is the general definition which was taken from Merriam-Webster dictionary. These are not my own words, but I'm going to explain the meaning of happiness for you. Yeah, excellent. She starts with the dictionary meaning of the word, which is the conceptual meaning, the meaning that all of us know, all of us the meaning that we don't argue about. A state of well-being and contentment, which is joy. But every person has their own definition of happiness. And it can vary according to a person's morals, yeah, excellent, and views or points of views. Happiness can come through work, family, and friends, and even being cruel. So this is a very provocative thesis statement. We'd like to see how, in wallahi, okay, work, all of us. يعني think that والله having a good job could be a kind of happiness for all of us. Family and friends, yeah, they are the main source of happiness in our lives. Sometimes they make your lives as a heaven. Sometimes they make your life as the hellfire, right? And even being cruel. يعني we have a concession here, right? So you will see. You will read and you will see how she developed her essay. Now, firstly, happiness can come through work. Yeah, excellent. Directly, she starts from, this is the first point. She starts يعني here first paragraph with the first point here. Although people generally think that work with all its types, businesses, housework, etc., is a huge responsibility, thus being a burden, some people think of it as something that can bring happiness. For them, waking up early, having meetings to attend, and projects to finish is something to look forward to. Even housework chores can cause a sense of joy to the person doing it. Contrary to popular belief, housework can actually bring a peace of mind to the person's work. For example, when someone is doing the dishes or mopping the floor, they are leaving behind their problems and realities for the sake of focusing on cleaning. Yeah, by the way, and this is true, especially يعني when you do farming, right? When you water your planets or take care of your planets or trees or whatsoever, or working in the garden, really, and you will leave your problems and realities behind for the sake of focusing on farming, on planting, on watering plants or whatsoever. Yeah, excellent. I usually have this feeling, by the way, when I'm working in my farm in Jordan. Yeah, I leave behind my problems and the stress of work, of life in general. Yeah, and I focus on just on the land, on the trees, on the planets, etc. Yeah. Secondly, happiness can come through family and friends. Yes. Coming home from a long day at work or school to the open arms of your family can be described as pure happiness. Life can get hard on people, so they must have someone to rely on to make their safe place, which can be interpreted as one of their sources of happiness. And that is what family is for most people. Yeah, family is is the first circle. If we'd like to talk about the circles of relationships, family must be the first circle. Friends, for some people, sometimes family could be the third circle, and this is a catastrophe of life. Your family must be in your first circle. Friends can also help a person happy, yeah, yeah, especially true friends, right? As Mariam said, being with friends, real ones, excellent, real ones, because okay, sometimes you may have 5, 6, 7, or 10 friends, but how many real ones do you have? You may have only one or two. Can improve a person's mood because friends can tell jokes to lighten your dark mood. Yeah, excellent. She have major support and minor support here. Yeah, or they can be there when you need. A friend in need is a friend indeed, right? A friend indeed is a friend in need. Yeah, being with you in a hard situation. Thirdly, happiness can come through being cruel. Mhm. Unfortunately, some people find joy and happiness by seeing people suffer, implementing pain on others, physically or mentally. Yeah, yeah. Those are sadistic people, right? People who have this mindset are usually referred to as sadistic. This means they enjoy seeing pain in all types on people. And those are sick people, right? It can go from a simple school bully to someone who tortures people. Bullies usually find their power in humiliating others. However, some people find it joyful to hear their victims cry or scream through their abuse or torture, like Ramiz, right? Ramiz, and he has a program on NBC, and this can be applied here, right? However, some people find it joyful to hear their victims or cry, scream through their abuse or torture, which makes those cruel people known as mentally ill or unstable. Yeah, and he, by the way, yani, he said that his mind has flied, Sheikh, has flown, sorry. His mind has flown. In conclusion, even though every person has their own definition of how to be happy, in the form of work, family, and friends, or quality happiness as a feeling can be described in general as the feeling of joy. However, a person must go through morals first. Yeah, morals, very, very good, before defining their happiness. Finding joy through someone suffering is seen as being a cycle. And we have so many cycles nowadays, yeah, Ayatollah. So many cycles. Wherever you go, you will find those people, yani. While finding happiness through the simple act of getting ice cream is morally good and normal. Yeah, good, yeah, Ayatollah. Very good, you see. Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah, let's take another essay. This is another essay, which is pessimist. The word pessimist is defined as a person who thinks that bad things are more likely to happen, or when emphasizes the bad part of a situation. Again, is this a direct quotation? Who's the author of this essay? Who's the author? Who's the author of this essay? I forget, wallahi. Is it for your name? Yeah, this is for Rani. Yeah, you should specify, or you should tell us, is this a direct quotation? I think that, yes. I think it is a direct quotation. And where did you get this from? What is your source? You have to acknowledge your source. Now, a pessimist describes a person who had given up on expecting any type of goodness in the universe. Again, is this your own, or is this definition again was quoted from another source? And you'd like to know. If this is your own, it's okay. In this person's view, the class, in this person's view, make track changes. Yeah. The glass will always be half empty. As for an optimist, which is the antonym of a pessimist, the glass is always half full. Yeah, this is an indirect thesis statement, which is good, which is good. But I'd like you, Yaranim, to write a direct thesis statement. I'd like you to write a direct thesis statement with the three main ideas. Three main ideas. This is correct, and you can have indirect thesis statement. But having a direct statement will be will be easier for you in order to follow, especially the in writing your paragraphs, the body paragraphs. A pessimist might seem like a negative person that romanticizes suffering and misery by always expecting the worst from everything. Good. It's a very good topic sentence. It sounds depressing as a concept, but it is very important to find a pessimistic side of things. The world needs pessimists because they point out the reality of life. As life doesn't always work out as we plan, a pessimist is already assuming that. A pessimistic view equals a realistic and more logical view of things, which an optimistic would miss by always expecting the best result. Yeah, good. Pessimist is derived from the word pessimism. Yeah, here, Ranim, you have to move this to your introductory paragraph. This one here must be here. Must be here. All right? You must move it here to this place. And if I were you, I will, place it here. Now, pessimist is derived from the word pessimism, which means a negative mental attitude in which an undesirable outcome is anticipated from a given situation. So yeah, you have to move it to the introduction. Since pessimism is somewhat a philosophical view of the world, there is a whole branch in philosophy built on it. This is a good and acceptable topic sentence. Pessimism is similar to a variety of other concepts in philosophy, such as nihilism, skepticism, and cynicism. Look, yeah, Rani, when you introduce the new concepts for us, you have to explain these concepts for us, or try to avoid them. Try to avoid them. If you introduce concepts like these, you have to provide us with their definitions. Otherwise, I do suggest that you should exclude them. Why? Because you are focusing on the certain topic which is pessimistic. So, don't, let's say, mix things together. They all fall under, but the most common concept that comes hand to hand with pessimism is, again here, you can mention this one, which is nihilism, and there is no need for these. No need for these. Okay, and here, what do you mean by this? Existentialism philosophy. What do you mean by this? Again, you have to define this for us as your readers. We know that it's al-wujudiyya in Arabic, al-falsafa al-wujudiyya in Arabic, but we need more explanation about this, because this is a new concept. And again, you have to introduce this to us. What do you mean by this? It is a belief that everything in the universe is meaningless, and often you find most nihilists are also pessimists. It's somehow good, somehow good. But I think you need at least one sentence here to explain it to us. The origin of the word pessimist traces back to the Latin again. Ranim. Yeah, these sentences must be in your first paragraph. These must be in your first paragraph. You must first introduce the concepts or the origin of the concepts from the dictionary, from the encyclopedias, etc. And then you should provide us with your own opinion, right? So I do expect to see these sentences in your introduction. Then after that, I do expect to read your own point of view. You know what? After that, you know, everything will be written, will be your own point of view. You know, this is Ranim's point of view about this concept. So yeah, the origin of the word pessimist traces back to the Latin word, etc., that translate into the worst Latin word later formed by French, etc. Yani, these must be, these two sentences must be moved to the introduction. Then was borrowed and used for the first time in English. I don't need these. Yani, this information must be, as I said, in the introductory paragraph. Then was borrowed and used for the first time in English by the English poet and literary critic, etc. The story behind it begins with the French philosopher Voltaire, who got attacked with harsh, blah, blah. Again, I don't need this information here. This is not a topic sentence. This is not a topic sentence. This is a narrative here. This is an introductory paragraph about the theme that you would like to introduce to us. Okay, so I do expect to see this information in the introduction, not here. What I do expect to see here is your point of view. Your point of view, your own words, your own views, your own points about this concept. The optimist, where he mocked the work of, etc. Yeah. So what is the main idea here? What is the definition that you are going to provide us with? We know this. This is not your own definition, right? And these are not your own point of view about this concept. So please, you have to rewrite this paragraph, take this information and move them to the introductory paragraph. The word pessimist has a very deep meaning, especially in philosophy, although I don't believe that humans are naturally born pessimists. I believe a pessimist is a person who had been let down by people and the circumstances of life to the point where they cannot expect goodness coming their way. A pessimist is simply someone who was forced to accept the harsh reality of life. Yeah, these are good ideas, yeah, Raneen. These are good ideas. I'd like to see ideas like these here above in the supporting paragraphs. In a way, most of us are somewhat similar to a pessimist, yeah? Okay, Ranim, can you hear us here, Ranim? She's absent. Absent, Ranim? Ranim? She's absent. All right. Okay, now let's see another attempt. This is family. I think this is written by Fatma. Am I right? This was written by Fatma, right? Yeah. Family. Family is an important part in your life. Family is an important part of every human society. Family comes from the word, yeah, Familia, excellent. Look here, Ranim, I wish you are here and you listen to us. Look, Fatma here introduced the definition of, directed the definition of the word family. Family comes from the Latin words. This is the origin of the word familia. In a family, a group of connected people live together. This is a dictionary definition, ya Fatma? Is this a dictionary definition? And have you quoted? No, this is your own definition? Yeah, good, good, yes. The connection is made by marriage, and there can be other relationships, yeah. Especially blood relationship, yeah. How kin relationships, yes. Families are the pillar of the society, This article will try to present a definition, yeah. Fatma, try to avoid announcements. These are announcements. If you remember when we talked about how to write a good thesis statement, we said that you should avoid or you should differentiate between an announcement and a thesis statement. Using these expressions and writing a thesis statement, and it will be a kind of announcement rather than a thesis statement. So avoid this, avoid these expressions, and don't say, well, like this article will try to present, this thesis will try to avoid these expressions. Yeah, a definition of the family. The family can be defined. Why family is an important part of the family. Again, yeah, definition of the family. Why family is an important part of the family, of the society. I think here you'd like to say here, of the society. Now the definition will be based on my perspective of the family. Again, يعني try to avoid these sentences, ya Fatma. Directly you start, you know, a family is blah, 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 directly. The meaning of family is divided into three parts here, such as family members, social institution, and experiences. Yeah. There is no need for this one. The first part of the meaning of family is family members. Good. Family is made with a share of love and bond between the family members. There are several members who live together in the family as grandparents, parents, and the best part of the family are children. Grandparents are the pillar of any family. They teach everyone of the family the value of family. They teach us how family members can be connected. All members of the family need to respect the senior of the family. Again, yeah, Fatma, here you are provide us with the definition of the family and the role of the family, of the grandparents. Yeah, it's somehow acceptable. Yani. For family, every child learns how to show respect to seniors. The lesson of love and bond we come to know from our parents and grandparents as a part of the family. We learn norms, beliefs, values, and cultural and religious lessons or values. Yeah. Yeah. The second part of the meaning is the social institution. We learn from the family about sharing is caring. Sorry, sharing is caring, yeah. And the family, there are many members. All of the members need to share their work, food, love. From family, we learned how to stand together in any difficult situation and grows our moral and religious beliefs. Family is the first teacher in the life. We learn how to take the decision from the moral ground when we see that our parents are showing respect to our grandparents. We learn what humanity is and what should be the prime values of human. Yeah, okay. The final part of the meaning is the experience. In modern days, families are becoming nuclear families. There can be, again, and you have to rewrite the sentence here. Families are becoming nuclear families. There can be many reasons. Well, for many reasons. For many reasons. Not going to the reasons, people should born and brought up in a joint should be born brought up in a joint family, learn from family how to respect their elders. I think this one is similar to this one here, Fatma. The respect. Learn how to respect their elders and what are the value of love. Moreover, learn from family how they can easily share their things with their family and friends. Most important, the family should teach the person to be a human and always help needy people. I think here this paragraph should be rewritten here, Fatma, because you are talking about experience. How family provides you with experience in life. Our fathers, mothers always teach us. And if you encounter a certain problem in life, you should do blah blah blah. You should say that. You should, in this situation, you have to behave like this. In that situation, if someone makes something wrong to you, you have to do blah blah blah. If you have a problem in that field of life, you have behave in a certain way, and so on. So, and you should highlight the importance of experience that a person can get from his family. Yeah. My father passed away in 2006. I'm still remembering his words. I can't forget his words. If you have a problem, you have to do blah, blah, blah. If you have blah, blah, right? So this is experience in life. In the future, you may face these challenges. You can, solve these problems by following certain steps and so on. Try to avoid this type of people, right? So yeah, this is the experience that we learn from our fathers, from our grandparents, and so on. So yeah, those people, by the way, they are treasure. Well, they are treasure in our life, and sorry to say that some people have a negative attitude toward those people, and wallahi, they are old, and and we are living in a very modern society nowadays, and their views or their ideas could be inconsistent with our life. No, the ideas, they are very consistent with your life. And make sure that civilization is not, it doesn't mean, again, civilization is a very important concept. To be civilized, that doesn't mean that, wallahi, you can use, wallahi, modern technology. You can, your clothes will be from popular brands or whatsoever. You are driving a very luxurious cars and so on. So this is not modernity at all. That doesn't mean that wallahi a person is civilized. Okay, so yeah, experience in life is very, very important. I wish, yani, Fatima, you go back, you think of what do you mean by experience here, and to rewrite this paragraph. It's a very important topic, family. Yeah, family, yani, is, as I said before, yani, family must be your first circle. It must be a priority in your life. Without your family, you are lost. You are nothing, right? Without a family, you are nothing. If you think that, wallahi, I can be independent from my family and I can live alone and then don't need their support or whatsoever, wallahi, you are lost. And I'm sorry to say that you are a failure. You are a failure because yani, sometimes you need affection, you need advice, you need, you need someone to feel you, yani to share feelings with you or whatsoever. Yeah, family is an institution. Family builds a character and an existence. I learn a lot of things from my family or in a small piece of work. I can't present all these things. And in other words, here, this is a linking word, dear Fatma. In other words, so I support that you are going to paraphrase what you have said before here. In other words, everyone should love their family. And all the members of the family. Without family, we cannot enjoy this life. Hence, it can be concluded that families are the best part of it. It's a good concluding paragraph, but you should go back to rewrite it in a very attractive way. Go and rewrite it in a very attractive way, Fatma, okay? Yeah. Aqim, may we write about a topic term not included? Yes, yes, yeah, Yaqeen, yes. Yeah, yeah, you can. Mm. And the most important thing I'd like you to write. I'd like you to write. So this paragraph was written by Ahmed. Ahmed, and we are not asking for a paragraph. We are asking for an essay, Ahmed. Should be an essay, Ahmed, rather than a paragraph. Prepaid card can be defined as an electronic card used to transfer and receive funds, can be called Visa or Master, with which one can purchase anything online. It has also a 16-digit number on its front side, which is unique to every card. The name of the owner is written below card number. At the bottom, the starting and expiring date of the card is written in this way. Month here on the bottom left is on the left side is it is written whether it is a Visa or MasterCard. The back side of card there is 3-digit code known as CVC, card verification code. This is the most important code and should be hidden from everyone except the owner. Besides this 3-digit code, there is a space where code owner has to make signature before using. طيب Ahmed, this is the definition or the conceptual definition or the dictionary definition of the prepaid card, right? And nobody can argue about this. We are not looking for this, yeah, Ahmed. All of us, all the people in the world, can agree on that, on this information. I'm looking for a concept that you should develop from your own point of view. Again, here, a prepaid card. What does it mean for you nowadays? From your own point of view, what is a prepaid card? Now, having a prepaid card, you can shop at any time and in every place, right? If you'd like to do shopping on from Noon or Amazon, I usually use Amazon, for example. I look for the item that I'd like to buy. I select the item. I go for the reviews, for example, well, like this is 5 stars, 4 stars, etc. Then I will buy and I use the card. If I'd like to go to the hospital, to restaurants, to malls, wherever I go, to gas station, etc., I have to use card. So without card, nowadays, card is your life, right? Sometimes you don't have cash in your wallet, right? You have the card. So wherever you go, you should use the card. There is no need for cash nowadays, okay? And it is safety. It's healthy nowadays because, there is, if you remember, at the beginning of the crisis of COVID-19, they told us COVID-19 can be transferred from money. So you have to use your card when you buy things, right? So we had this advice from the Ministry of Health. Instead of using money, especially paper money, you should use your prepaid card or your Visa card when you buy goods or things or whatsoever. Yeah, I'd like to see your own definition for this card. And it's a very important thing in our life nowadays. We can't, sometimes it's so hard for the majority of us to live without a card, right? Because imagine you'd like to buy something which is at the price is 1,000 or 2,000 or whatsoever, and I don't have cash. In order to avoid embarrassing, you can use your card. So yeah, I'd like you to write the definition of a card. Think of a definition of the card. Okay, what do you think? What is the prepaid card? What is the Visa card for you? Ahmed, if I ask you, Ahmed, what does it mean for you? Can you go to work without having a Visa card? Can you going to the shopping? Can you go shopping without having the Visa card? Can you? You can't. No, you can't. It's more important than the mobile, right? Nowadays. Before you go out, wallahi, I'd like to go to Dubai, مثلا, today. Before I leave the house, I have to make sure that I have my mobile phone. Okay, I have my wallet, I have my ID, I have my Visa card. Right? It's more important than money. Imagine if you don't have cash money, you don't worry. Don't worry, you have the Visa card, you can use it. Okay? So yeah, I'd like you to select a topic to a certain item or a certain concept. There are so many concepts that you can select. Okay, guys? Do you have any question, any comment? Any question? All clear? Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. And see you next time, inshallah. Next Wednesday. All right? Yeah, Ahmed, please rewrite it. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Enjoy your fasting. May Allah accept our good deeds, inshallah.